If you're looking for a song that embraces ballads, rock, and a touch of the epic, or maybe even something that graciously fuses pop synth sounds and vocals full of tone and flavor, then you are in the right place. We have two impressive songs for you to discover on today's video, so let's get into it. Hello and welcome to the Elevate channel. My name, as always, is Jamie C, and today we are doing a review video. We have two amazing songs for you to check out. We have first the brand new single from Tristan Nelson's solo project, 3 Day Monk, and following that, we're looking at Nukular, which is a follow single from the amazing Graceless from the Scottish synth-pop duo Gefahrgeist. So it's going to be awesome, and we're going to kick things off with 3 Day Monk. Now, as I said, 3 Day Monk is the solo project of Tristan Nelson. He is a multi-instrumentalist, and he really has some talent. And we probably should have asked where that name came from, but we didn't. So maybe that is something for the future. Now, the single was released on the 18th of January, and it is called I Wish You Were Dead, which sounds a little bit morbid. It sounds like it could be something that's quite aggressive, or maybe it's something packed full of deep, heartfelt emotion on an experience that Mr. Nelson has had. Now, maybe that is the beginning and where that song found its origin, but the song is so much more than something that's just aggressive. It's something that's really, really kind of heartfelt. It actually embraces ballads, it embraces epic sounds such as the violin, a dark cello, and there's also a touch of rock. Proper, diverse, proper class, and we really, really enjoyed it. But rather than me just telling you what's in it, let's have a listen. So this is the opening section of the song.
What's it like to hold you? I only wish that I knew everything now before.
Alright, let's just stop there. And the reason why I want to stop there is because so much has happened in those first 10 seconds. Not only do we have the hauntingly beautiful vocals of Laura Stewart, who has collaborated on this project with Tristan Nelson, but we also have some sort of ballad sounds with the piano. I mean, the piano is beautiful. Just listen to this note. Now, that note, even if that's not recorded on a grand piano, the sample that is used is just beautiful. That is a really beautiful, resonating sound, and we really enjoy that. And that just, it creates a really beautiful ballad-esque sound right at the start. But then we have this.
Everything now before.
That all of a sudden makes things a little bit more sinister, a little bit more unconventional, and I guess a lot darker. And that really is the story of the whole song. There are so many twists and turns, so many lines you can take over. It is a real musical journey that Nelson takes us on. And yes, maybe the subject matter is not as colorful as maybe a song you want to listen to on a Sunday morning, you want to relax, or you just want to have a good time, but the actual musical journey is what we fell in love with, because it's just so different. It's so, as you say, non-conventional. I'm pretty sure Tristan Nelson explains in his EPK that it is unconventional, and it most definitely is. And this is only the first 10 seconds of the song, so there's so much more to explore and get your teeth into and really just hear how music can be adapted, how it can become genreless, because this is a very much a genreless song. So let's hear another bit. We're going to play the chorus, and you can see a bit more what we mean.
I wanna make you feel like you're worthless. Feel like you're worthless. And just for a moment, I wanna make you feel like you're worthless. Feel like you're worthless.
So we want to play the full chorus there just to give you a bit more of a flavor of the diversity that is embraced in this, because you get so much just in the chorus. Obviously, you have those beautiful vocals again. There's also the kind of the ballad underneath it all, but then you have the violins and the dark cellos that come in and make that real epic and dynamic sound. And then you have what sounds, but I'm assured that there's no electric guitar involved in this, but some real kind of rocky, grudgy stuff that comes in the end of that chorus. And we absolutely love that because it's telling the story of lots of emotions that I guess is probably embodied with going, well, I wish you were dead. Maybe if you were in that mindset, you've got a lot of conflicting things happening, And I think this song is a story of emotions played through different levels and different styles of music. And that is absolutely awesome. Now, this song is actually quite different from Nelson's previous songs. You've got songs like "Ite to Be White," which is an awesome name, but that's a bit more of a kind of a progressive rock number, and it's a bit more grungy than this. It actually involves quite a bit of electric guitar from what we can hear. And then there is also "Take," which is a guitar masterpiece. We just love how this one is fused together with guitar licks and little riffs, and it just works really, really well. But this song, "I Wish You Were Dead," is so different. So, well, I would say if you are interested in people like Ben Howard and maybe kind of the Foo Fighters rifting sort of style, then they would be the things you need to check out. But this one, we feel if you like Billie Eilish, then this is a song you are going to like. And here is a really good example. So listen to this, and then I'll play a little bit of Billie Eilish to kind of compare the two.
And then we'll be restored. Sing, sing.
And here is a bit of "Bury a Friend."
I wanna end me. I wanna end me.
Now, you might not agree with me, but I feel like kind of that drop and the almost the epic kind of bassy sound coming through after that, that's very akin to some of Billie Eilish's more darker stuff. And maybe you disagree, but I think if you like Billie Eilish, then you will probably dig this track. Now, as I said before, Nelson is a multi-instrumentalist, and he wrote pretty much all of this. And that is an amazing as accomplishment as a musician to start with, because there is, as I say, a lot going on, and it's just damn awesome. And but there's a bit in this song that we really loved, and because it just took us a bit by surprise. You know, we're going up and down on this flow, and we're hearing all these different sounds, and I'm getting this, but it all sits within a kind of a melodic sort of structure. And then you get this, which sounds like he's just got all the instruments in the world and made a cacophony of sorts, and there's a real discomforting element to what he makes here. We think it's really good. Have a listen. So I guess that's the aggressive part of the song. This is really an uncomfortable emotion that it makes you feel, but this is obviously planned. You know, these instruments, they're not out of time, they're not out of tune. Well, they might be a little bit out of tune. I don't know how he created it, but they just fuse together, and there's this sense of, ooh, this is not great. I don't know where I sit with this. And I think that works perfectly with this whole fusion of the song. Because as I said earlier, I imagine the emotions behind thinking "I wish you were dead," whatever that stems from, is probably quite convoluted in your head. And those dynamic changes leading to this almost abrasive and attacking sound that makes you think, I don't know where my mind's at. And maybe that is what he's going for. But if he isn't, it's still absolutely excellent. I think it's a brilliant end to the song. So there you go, guys. That is a quick overview of "I Wish You Were Dead" by 3 Day Monk. If you want to check it out, go and have a look in the description below. There are links there. And also in the comments, let us know what you think about that one. Now, we're going to move on to our next song, and this is "Nukular" by Gefahrgeist, and this is very, very different from what we have just listened to. Now, this song follows excellently and exquisitely from the song "Graceless," which was their debut single. And if you haven't checked that out, I absolutely implore you to check out. We have put that in the description for you too. Now, if you have heard "Graceless," you're going to recognize a lot in this song, not just because it's by the same artist, but because they borrow some ideas, but they also integrate some new ones. And that is an absolutely excellent facet for any artist. Because think about it. If you're making an album, you make one really good song, but the rest of the songs don't really fit, then that album's not very good. But if you make a song that is really good and then borrow certain ideas, but making each song a little bit different in its own right, and that song's a hit, your album is going to be a hit. So while I can't be sure that this is exactly what Gefahrgeist are going for with this new song, it works for me perfectly because I loved Graceless and I really, really enjoyed this one. So we are treated to listening to Fiona Lill's excellent and beautiful vocals again in this song. If there is no other reason that you like music than to listen to excellent vocals, then this is a reason why you should check this out. Her vocals make this song, and then the synths and all the little kind of intricate details behind it really just enhance the vocals that are already there. This song, much like Graceless, embraces oohs and ahs, really bringing this epic and great character, just like Graceless did. But there's one major difference, is you do not float along in this song, just like you did with Graceless. There is kind of that synthy pop floating essence, but it is a lot more subdued, and that makes this song so different, but also so enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, Graceless is a lovely, enjoyable song, but if you repeated that, it would get a bit samey, your audience might get a little bit bored, and the thing is, Graceless is a bit timeless in the way that the melody could just keep on going on, and there is that essence in this one too, but the song structure is different. The way that they bring you in and they build up the song is very, very different. So guys, rather than trying to decipher what I'm trying to say here, let's listen to the intro and we'll analyze it.
I walked into a nuclear bomb this Tuesday past. I glided through the radiation like I was glass with a...
So I guess you could say that is very pop ballad at the start there. We have the delicate and intricate playing of the piano with some big room reverb-esque vocals from Fiona Little, which just fill your speakers and you can just sit there and go, I'm enjoying this. This is absolutely lovely. And something that we love about the first minute of this song is there is a slow build-up until we get the synths. And that is just amazing. So you have things like the choir ahs. And this just builds up intensity. The vocals remain powerful and they remain the focal point, which I think is absolutely pivotal. But those oohs and those ahs kind of help build up that intensity until we hit those synth sounds, and then it just absolutely knocks you for six, because it's just like this wave or this cloud of musical synth, this pop ballad just hits you in the face and you are absorbed by it instantly. And I think that is the one good thing that Graceless is really good at, really able to draw you in, and they transfer that into Nukular, and that is really Now, the Scottish duo have said that this song tells the story of the world inside a nuclear explosion from the perspective of the man who pushed that button. Now, that's a pretty dark subject matter if you ask us, but what is amazing is the vocal line is actually quite ambiguous. So if we hadn't read that, we probably wouldn't have guessed that this is what this song was about, which is good, because you want to get absorbed and you want to get transformed into this song and essentially just get lost in it. So it is a little bit like if someone did press that nuclear button and that proverbial mushroom cloud explodes. It's almost like when those synths come in, you are absorbed by that mushroom cloud of sound and emotional vocals. And it is a pretty well-structured song in that, because it builds you up nice and subtly without you realizing, and then you're just thrown into the mix. Now, we're not sure what it would like in a post-nuclear world. Maybe Gefahrgeist, you have some insight on this, or maybe we could just ask this guy. Anyway, jokes aside, this is an absolutely beautiful song. Its structure is just perfect. The dynamism from the start when we have these beautiful ballads to when the synth sounds come in is absolutely fantastic. It just effortlessly glides you along into this song full of emotion, this song full of sound, and something that will just fill your speakers and fill wherever you are, fill your headphones, fill your head with just beautiful synth sounds. Now, there is one bit in this song that we absolutely love, and just because of the intricate detail that is given behind it. So let's have a listen. And what we love about this song, as we just said, is those intricate beeps and those intricate noises that were all built together to create some character we'd not heard in Gefahrgeist's work before. And this is lovely. I love it when little things are added to recordings to just build them all up, and I think that is an excellent addition there. Now, this song obviously has a studio production quality that is high. Just like I Wish You Were Dead, the studio production quality is high. You hear everything that the artists want you to listen to, and that is a huge credit to both of these songs. So if you're looking for something that engages synths and engages a touch of the epic, then these two songs are things that you need to check out. I'm afraid, guys, that is it for our video today. So make sure that you let us know what you think of these two songs. Make sure you go and check them out. If you liked what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up. And if you didn't like what we're doing, give us a thumbs down and let us know in the comments what you think. If you enjoy seeing reviews, tech tips, and analysis on the general music industry, then please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Remember, you can follow AdvoSound on Twitter, and you can also follow myself, Jamie C, at WH Music Show on Twitter, or What's Happening Music on Facebook, where I curate a whole load of independent artist-led features for you guys to enjoy. Now, if there's anyone out there who would like a review, then please do hit us up at elevate@advosound.com. That is in the description, like everything else from this video. I hope you enjoyed our analysis of these two excellent songs, and I hope you have a fantastic day, whatever you end up doing. So until the next video, have a great one. Peace.